Nobody was more excited to see HBK return to the ring than me.
Shawn Michaels is the world's champion. Do you believe in miracles?
A lot has happened between the two of us since you kicked me in the face. I've attacked you.
And a low blow by Jericho. Wow, chair shot.
You've attacked me.
Shawn Michaels has tattooed Jericho.
Come to this ring and speak to me face to face.
Ask and you shall receive.
I wanted to be just like you, Shawn. Pretty soon people were saying that I was gonna be the next Shawn Michaels. I grew out of wanting to be the next Shawn Michaels, and I concentrated on becoming the first Chris Jericho.
Oh my God, a chair shot right to the face of Shawn Michaels.
You tried to be the hero one too many times, Michaels.
The cow, awesome sweet chin music.
I'll see you at Wrestlemania.
So it's on. HBK, Chris Jericho at Wrestlemania.
Chris Jericho, a man, takes responsibility for his actions.
I am better than you, Shawn.
A man doesn't hide underneath the ring and jump another man from behind.
I'm more charismatic than you, Shawn.
A man looks the other man in the eyes.
I want to end your career at WrestleMania.
Chris Jericho, get ready, because I'm coming to fight.
Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
What a night this could be, King, for Chris Jericho. He was the first undisputed WWE champion. A kid that was actually born in New York City, and he grew up his whole life as a WWE fan. The one star his whole life that he emulated from day one is his opponent tonight. Circles are considered pound for pound the best in the business. Shawn Michaels was the first ever Grand Slam champion, winning every major championship the WWE has to offer. A severe back injury that necessitated major surgery looked like it had ended Shawn's career right after WrestleMania 5 years ago.
Wow, he's back with a blast now. You know one thing about Shawn Michaels, he becomes a different man at WrestleMania.
If one were to make a list of dream matches, this one would be very high on that list.
I'll tell you, JR, Chris Jericho has done everything he can to antagonize HBK. I mean, he went from telling him how much he idolized him as a kid, sabotaging HBK's Royal Rumble ambitions.
When you're talking about Jericho and HBK, you're talking about two men who are head and shoulders above the competition.
Oh, this one will be as close as it can get. These two are so evenly matched, so similar in styles, it's impossible for me to pick a winner. Shawn, way too experienced to get caught by a sloppy hook like that.
Oh, man! Oh, and that one got him. Bam! There's another great kick.
Slick move there by Jericho to reverse that.
Up he goes.
Wow, he was quick as a corpse on that one.
Oh, man. There might be no getting up from that. A massive shot with force and velocity. The grandest stage of them all, where legends are made, where reputations are enhanced, where memories last forever. And that's exactly what this particular match is all about.
And Chris Jericho, he wants a career ended tonight. He wants to end Shawn Michaels' career on the biggest stage of them all, right here at Wrestlemania.
Shawn Michaels already retired once due to a back injury, suffered at the hands of The Undertaker in a casket match at the... You got to wonder if HBK's entrance, with all the pyrotechnics, with these 54,000-plus fans on their feet, is all getting in the head of Chris Jericho.
No, I don't think you have to wonder. Chris Jericho feels that he's more charismatic than Shawn Michaels. He feels that his skills have surpassed those of Shawn Michaels. But when you hear 54,000, he's got tremendous leg strength, and somehow he's just...
Shawn Michaels was at one time one of the most controversial figures in this business. He has had many life-changing situations. Today, he is a role model. He is a man that takes every day and counts his blessings. But boy, does Chris Jericho have an opportunity to further establish his legacy.
You've been around Jericho enough, JR, to know that if you're not talking about him, he ain't listening. Y2J goes to Lover's Lane by himself. I mean, he's full of himself. Simply put, he believes that he is better in every way than Shawn Michaels.
Chris Jericho is a world-class athlete, no question. He made a name for himself on a global stage. What we have here is a match. But it's not about being the #1 challenger or the champion. It is a very personal situation. Michaels moving in.
Look out! Oh, the tide of this match has just turned, JR.
Chris Jericho is a world-class athlete, no question.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is impersonation the most sincere form of flattery?
Not when you can do it better than the original. Sweet chin music.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Covering tip bite and an easy kick out.
There's going to be a lot of offense in this match.
And here we go. Back into the ring. Oh, Lord almighty, what a chop. The sound is echoing to the far reaches of this packed arena.
Perched high, this could be big. Watch it. Whoa, what's this? Oh, no, what did we just see?
Both men are down, but the superplex is certainly devastating.
And there's a counter by Jericho.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, what impact. The classic, infamous figure 4 leg lock.
Uh-oh, sharpshooter is on. How long can they hold on?
Shawn Michaels, the showstopper. Oh, no. That's the kick. Oh, man. Did you see the head step back? That's 3.
Here is your winner, Shawn Michaels.
What an effort. What a match.
I knew he would do it, JR.
Sunday night, March 30th, will be a night that Jericho and, I dare say, Shawn Michaels will never forget as long as they live.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at this.
I don't believe it, but I'm damn sure proud to see that.
Never trust those young lions.
What a blatant cheap shot. Now, you talk about being a sick, pathetic loser right here at Wrestlemania after competing in a match, perhaps the match of Jericho's lifetime, and he ends it with a low blow. That's damn sure sad by Chris Jericho.
Well, it's frustration, JR. I mean, this match has been years in the making for Chris Jericho, and it just didn't turn out the way he wanted it to.
When Stone Cold Steve Austin walked away from WWE, shockwaves vibrated the foundation of the company.
7 months ago, I told my boss, Vince McMahon, to take his job and shove it. But Stone Cold Steve Austin got tired of sitting on his ass at the house, and everybody said, Austin can take his ball and go home.
But when the rattlesnake finally returned, he didn't come alone.
I didn't bring a ball with me. I brought a big fat can of whoop ass. I can guarantee you that I am going to raise more hell than I've ever raised in my life.
Before the bionic redneck could reclaim his superiority, another superstar was out to challenge his legacy.
Austin, do you remember the last 2 times you went 1-on-1 with the great one? I whipped your ass not once, but twice. The Rock has done it all in this business.
The incomparable People's Champion. He's a leading man in Hollywood. Right.
The one thing that The Rock has not done is whoop that bald candy ass at WrestleMania.
The stage was set for the greatest rivalry in WWE history to enter Act 3.
It's like a cancer in the soul of The Rock. He has never beaten Stone Cold at a WrestleMania. It'll be The Rock. It'll be Austin one-on-one at WrestleMania.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, The Rock.
Arguably the greatest third-generation superstar in the history of our business. His late grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia, was a superstar. The Rock's father, Rocky Johnson, a tag team champion. This young man using the WWE to springboard to Hollywood stardom. But the one thing The Rock has never done, and I truly believe it's eaten him alive, King, is that on the grandest stage that our business has to offer, The Rock has never, ever defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin.
At WrestleMania, you're right. And you're right, I have to agree with you. I think The Rock is obsessed with that now. It's become his mission in life.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
be in WWE. There is no one that has ever laced their boots any more intense, any more with a will to win than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, he's a rattlesnake, all right. He is one tough SOB.
Austin raised a country boy down in Texas. The rattlesnake grew up wanting to be here, wanting to do this. This is Austin's life. This is the rattlesnake's destiny. But the same can be said for The Rock. You can make a good point that who is the greatest WWE champion of all time. A lot of arguments, a lot of discussion can be had in that respect. But it very well could be one of these two men in the ring, and only time will tell. For the third time at Wrestlemania, it's The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. If history is any indication, we are in for one hell of a fight.
The Rock just came back to the WWE after a 6-month absence. And it was a huge insult to The Rock with Stone Cold Steve Austin being named Superstar of the Decade by the WWE fans.
Stone Cold was right in the middle of showing his appreciation to the fans when The Rock interrupted him and challenged him to this match here tonight.
Austin has had The Rock's number at WrestleMania, and The Rock will move heaven and earth to erase that fact.
He might have broke his neck with that DDT. What an impressive Russian leg sweep. These two have battled for the better part of 8 years. Austin hosts 2 WrestleMania main event victories over The Rock. Austin make it 3-0 tonight.
Well, The Rock will do anything, I mean anything, to make sure he comes out on top tonight.
This is one of the great rivalries that in my 30 years in the business, I've had the privilege to witness.
I don't think The Rock can look back on his career with a clear conscience if he can't beat Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. I really don't. He's still not through.
2. A spectacular counter by Stone Cold Steve Austin. He dropped him right on his head with a DDT. Back into the ring now.
Spine buster. This has been a very methodical attack.
2. The Rock's very clear. He tells you that he's going to whip your candy ass, and then he doesn't. So do you really want to attempt to go one-on-one with the great one? Austin's body has got to be racked in pain. But inside that ring, he'll never quit on you, folks. Stone Cold has never quit on any of us in his entire life.
Yeah, but this is WrestleMania, and The Rock is determined to beat Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Stone Cold may have to quit tonight. This may be the start.
The words do not exist in Stone Cold Steve Austin's vocabulary. They didn't at WrestleMania 13 against Bret the Hitman Hart, and I can't see it.
Do you think the rattlesnake is jealous of the fact that The Rock's a movie star?
Stone Cold Steve Austin is a wrestler. That's what Austin's wanted to be all his life, and that's what he is. Steve Austin is a wrestler, as intense as any wrestler I've ever seen. I certainly applaud The Rock at being multifaceted, at being a star in Hollywood. I just don't think that our fans share that sentiment.
Well, The Rock has proven that he can do it all. WWE, movies, TV, you name it. The Rock is the total package.
That very reason might be The Rock's undoing, King.
Oh, gosh, careful, careful. Watch it. Whoa, what's this? Oh, no, what did we just see?
of competition or a challenge. Austin needs to turn the tide right now.
Did you hear how his leg connected?
Man down, big time. Somehow, some way, the great one is still standing. The trouble's knocking at his door.
Oh, look at The Rock. Those Hollywood good looks.
I don't think Austin cares much about The Rock's good looks or his Hollywood career. Tonight is about Wrestlemania. It's about proving that Austin can still stomp a mud hole in The Rock and walk it dry. Stone Cold Steve Austin's career, his legacy, will always be measured against that of The Rock. It's unavoidable. And Austin worked on the counter. The counter. Time impact.
Here's a cover.
Still, and I mean, still shocked him. Team.
He's going to take another chance. Whoa. What an impact from that kick.
And slams him down. Third first with a beautiful Russian wrestler. He passed on the throw. And how much damage did that do? I can smell what he's smelling. The Rock is smelling a little bit here. He's going for the 3 count. Here's 3. The Rock wins. The great.
Here is your winner, The Rock.
Seeing is believing, and we all saw it. We saw The Rock do what you thought couldn't be done, JR. Admit it. These 54,000 people thought it couldn't be done. They turned their backs on The Rock, and they thought he'd sold out. But The Rock finally beat the rattlesnake at WrestleMania.